Let's just move on from the Muda case. The BJP and Congress spokesperson, both of you stay with us for another face-off this evening, which is probably equally important to the controversial UGC draft guidelines that curb state government powers in appointing vice-chancellors to universities. Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy joined the list of chief ministers opposing the draft guidelines. Reddy said he would write to all chief ministers in southern states to put up a united opposition and even try and convince his Andhra Pradesh counterpart and NDA ally Chandrababu Naidu to join in. Remember, Tamil Nadu took the lead against the draft guidelines, followed by Kerala and now, of course, Telangana. Bhavya, I come to you first since we've taken a breather from the earlier debate that we've had. Has this appointment battle become completely about politics, whether it is regional forces, opposition parties, or the ruling parties, and less about education per se?
Education is under concurrent list of constitution. Here, states say matters equally as that of center. We have a very diverse nation. Each state has its own culture, has its own language, has its own way of educating. We have our own state education system as well. For the center to enforce even the appointment of vice chancellors, if they want to do it and not involve and undermine the power of states in taking decisions when it comes to education, this is not called cooperative federalism. This is total central.
Okay, Mr. Bhaskar Rao.
Not acceptable.
Mr. Bhaskar Rao.
In opposition, some of the states. Those who are BJP role, they don't really care about the future of their children.
Okay, let her finish it.
Yeah, their states, they don't care. The BJP states, they don't really care about their children and their future, but we do.
Madam, please. Appointment of vice chancellors and management of higher education has been in with the governor, even if it was Congress government earlier. And as Bhavna rightly pointed out, that education is in the concurrent list. Who brought it into the concurrent list? The Congress government, through its 42nd amendment, brought it into the concurrent list. And from then on it has stayed. And much before independence also, governors are the one who are the chancellor of the university. Why you want him to be called the chancellor of the university and deprive him the opportunity of appointing the vice chancellor? Now this power they want to usurp and say that governor should not do it anymore, we will do it. Then why is there a chancellor? Why do you call him a chancellor? From the beginning itself, and moreover, it is a UGC.
The argument that's been put forward, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Bhaskar Rao, but the argument that's been put forward by states like Tamil Nadu is that the state government pays the salaries for the teachers.
Doesn't
matter. The state government has been traditionally appointing vice chancellors, and the governor is just an honorary chancellor who, because of the fact that
he wants the president to be more powerful than the prime minister.
Wait,
Governor is the chancellor and the appointing authority for vice chancellors. So who else has to appoint over there?
But the fact is that the governor has to act on the advice of the cabinet.
And it is in the concurrent list. And it is in the concurrent list. It is a concurrent list. And who brought it into the concurrent list? The Congress brought it into the concurrent list. Why are they complaining now? Things like education should be better.
They are complaining now because they are saying that the central government is taking away the powers of the state government in appointing vice chancellors. Bhavya, respond to Mr. Bhaskar Rao.
I can't hear.
No, Bhavya, Mr. Bhaskar Rao is saying that the Congress has brought it under the concurrent list. We seem to be having an audio issue with you. You can't hear us even now?
No. Yeah, now I can.
Mr. Bhaskar Rao was saying... No, Mr. Bhaskar Rao was saying that it was the Congress which brought it under the concurrent list. The governor is the chancellor of the university and should have the powers to appoint vice chancellor. Why are you taking that power away according to him? Why should a state government take the power away? Respond to that.
State government is not taking away any power. All this while, the power was with the cabinet. Whoever the cabinet suggests, governor used to sign and appoint them. That is exactly why the president and governors are nominal heads and not the state heads. You can't give the president more power than the prime minister. If anything the President signs
Mr.
has to
Bhaskar
go
Rao.
from the Union Cabinet. That is exactly was followed till now, and that is exactly needs to be continued. Why would you want to undermine the state government's power in appointing a vice chancellor that was there till now? You are the one who wants to make the amendments against which we are speaking. And only the states which are in opposition are even speaking against it.
Very briefly, needs to read the constitution and understand federal politics better. That's what I can say. There is a lack of understanding of federal politics, what she is having over there.
Can you please explain what is federalism, sir? Usurping all the power.
Very briefly, I want to get one final question to both of you. Has education and appointment of vice chancellors become...
It is a chancellor
education and appointment of vice chancellors become more political, ideological control. Mr. Bhaskar Rao, very quickly.
Who is the appointing authority? You please tell me.
Appointing authority is the
which is why the state governments are demanding the chancellor should not be the appointing authority.
No, that's a new demand. That's a new demand.
No, suggestions made by the appointing committee.
When the government of the day sent a list over there, chancellor could set it aside and say, please send us a fresh list. When he can do it for all other legislation, he could do it for governor also. Now they want to emasculate the governor and say that, then why you can have a new law and remove him from the position of chancellor also. You remove that also. Why do you want him to be the chancellor?
The question really is that why should the governor as chancellor have the power and not consult the state government at all in this process?
Exactly.
Anyway, it's a very nuanced debate, and I think the state governments have made their point very categorically. It's still draft guidelines. They've expressed their opposition to it. We just
want to add to that, all the colleges have to go to the NAC guidelines.
Signing a joint resolution as well.
I'm completely out of time, Mr. Bhaskar Rao and Bhavya. Thanks very much for staying with us through the show. We'll continue this conversation, but that's all we have time for on the Southern View this evening. News and updates continue right here on NDTV. Thanks very much for watching.